Well, he's been caught lying yet again. Yeah, my husband, soon to be ex-husband, because I'm tired of him, tired of his lying and his manipulations and his skewing of reality. I'm just tired of him. But he's been caught lying again, and he put out another video to this effect. And he's calling me the abuser again. Now, I will admit that we've had some difficulties with this relationship. And if you want to call that abuse, whatever, there's no evidence that I ever physically abused him. A lot of the claims that he's made are not specific. You can go to his channel and check that out. He's making a lot of claims that I was the one that physically threatened him, and I didn't. He's just making things up just to make me look bad. Especially since I spent 7 years at least taking care of him. And this is the thanks I get, is him coming back at me, accusing me of all these horrible things, and just he wants to get a divorce because he wants to have lots and lots of probably he probably thinks he can do a lot better, but to be honest, I think that I am the best thing that has ever happened to him, because before he met me, he'd never had a relationship before. When he met me, I'd had several relationships. Some were more successful than others. But none of them had accused me of ever being abusive. So my husband is delusional, and he is he's not seeing reality anymore. He's just making things up, and he's so kind of weak-minded at this point that he will believe anybody but me. So when he lies to his therapist, for example, he's building a case where he comes out looking like a complete victim, not the perpetrator, not reflecting reality at all. And of course, the therapist, which, many therapists are trained to listen to clients and then pass judgment based on whatever they tell them. And so they are geared towards breaking up the family, breaking up the relationships. They're not in it for connection and love and intimacy and things like that. They're government paid shills to basically break up relationships, because they're all left-leaning, left-wing people. There's no such thing as right-wing therapy, responsible therapy. Many of these people are feminists, or they are LGBTQ positive, and neither of those groups are pro-family. Now, I know I just said that. I am homosexual myself, but I am right-wing, and I'm geared towards, a family. I had a lot of ambitions up until recently, which I've had to throw in the waste pile. Ambitions to adopt some children. And my husband and I were planning to adopt a boy and a girl, and we had names picked out for them. I had a name for the little girl, and I figured I would be the little girl's daddy, basically, and the little boy would go to my husband. Mostly, you know how favoritism works in families and stuff. But I've had to throw that idea in the waste bin because not only because of my illnesses and the fact that I cannot take care of myself, much less someone else at this point, but also because my husband has decided to leave and get a divorce. And as far as I know, Arizona is a no-fault divorce state. And so it's going to happen whether I want it to or not. And I'm just sorry that he will be able to file the divorce papers much sooner than I will. But I have no one to help me right now. I've been, as I've said in my previous videos, completely abandoned here. And life has been really hard. Too hard. And I'll show you an example. Well, yesterday I decided to go out to buy railing to kind of help me on the toilet, and it was too heavy for me. I went ahead and bought it, but I could not get it from my car to my apartment once I got home. And so I actually ended up hauling out my wheelchair, which is a manual wheelchair. It's over there. I usually keep it folded in the trunk of my car in case I need it when I'm out. But I occasionally use it to haul things from my apartment or from my car to my apartment. And I had to do that yesterday, and it left me in, this whole action left me in so much pain that I'm probably going to have to spend the rest of today sitting around doing nothing just to try to recuperate. I just got out of bed not too long ago. I'm just very tired and in a lot of pain. And that's probably from anemia. It's the anemia that I have is basically going to be a chronic condition for the rest of my life, because of my liver. But I did try to do some shopping yesterday. There were a couple more items that I had to get. But it goes usually like this. I have to buy something that I can easily prepare on the stove. And if there's any other ingredients like milk or butter that need to go into the meal, and I don't have those at home, I have to wait and go out the next day to pick these up. Because I can't do everything in one shopping trip, because I can't carry that much. And even right now, my shoulders are really hurting. My arms are hurting. My cat doesn't seem to understand or care because he seems to think I can just pet him. But he's a cat. But my husband doesn't understand this. He doesn't want to understand this. He's a huge narcissist, I believe. He's only geared towards himself, getting his needs, his wants, his desires met. He doesn't particularly care about other people. He pretends to care, but obviously he just doesn't. And maybe that answers my question from yesterday. What makes a person turn against his own best interests? Well, maybe his best interests were himself, and he just fooled me for so many years. But like I said, this has not been the first time that he's run away from his responsibilities here at home. He keeps running away. I don't want him back after all. I've been trying to contact him because I'm very confused and afraid, and I don't know what else to do, especially given that I need a lot of help around here. The apartment is really dirty, and there's just stuff everywhere, and I would love to get rid of all of his stuff, but since I can't even sort through my stuff, I don't know what to do about it. So I've been kind of contacting him because I wanted his help to kind of sift through his stuff and let him leave with his stuff. And I could keep my stuff, and we could talk amicably like human beings that two adults in the room should be able to talk to one another, at least, negotiate something. But since he's being a little child, 39-year-old child, he's just been making videos about what a bad person I am, how abusive I've been. And I just think it's remarkable that he wants to claim that I'm so abusive, and yet in the 9 years that I've known him, he has never called the police. He has never contacted authorities. He's never asked anyone, and he's been in therapy before. He's been in therapy a lot of times, and I very much doubt it was because he just slipped through the cracks, because anytime he's in high dudgeon mode, then it's just like all hell breaks loose for him, and he just makes such a big deal about everything. He lies about everything, and he just makes such a big deal about it that it's just such a big fiasco for him, and yet he doesn't alert the authorities. I mean, there's no evidence whatsoever that I've ever done anything bad to him. I mean, I've gone through that list of claims that he's made about me being such an abusive person, and I'm just like, it's taking everything within me to just keep from yelling, oh, bull, you know, that word. I don't want to cuss on my channel, but it's just nonsense. It's complete nonsense, and he's completely lost touch with reality here. He's just, it just amazes me. I mean, even when I was at my worst in the past, long before I met him, I've been through some things. I've been through some real bad psychotic episodes before, and But I've never so completely lost touch with reality that I've lied about anybody, that I've tried to smear anybody. He claims it's taken him 9 years because it's been so difficult to get people to believe him and stuff like that. He never called police on me. He never did or said anything that would get him out of this relationship any faster. Like, he never demanded that I be arrested for any reason. That I'm just... He just paints me to be a complete monster. And I'm sitting here wondering what the heck is going on. Because I'm not a monster. I'm a human being, and I'm just trying my hardest to just hold everything together. And if you were to see my apartment, you would see that I can't keep everything together. I can pay rent, but that's about it. I can take care of myself a little bit. I'm going to need to probably get some more help somehow. I don't know. Because I don't know what's involved. I've never done anything like this before, but I've always had him to help me. And now that he's walked out on me, he's left me, he's leaving me, he doesn't care. He only cares about himself. Only cares about himself. He's never cared about me. I've got no one. I've got nothing. And I don't know what to do. The only thing I know how to do is just make some more videos and hope that somebody out there will hear me and help me. Point me in the right direction or give me advice or something, because I just don't know what to do. Anyway, I've got to go find some help. It's Monday, so hopefully I'll be able to find something. Besides, it looks like I'm running out of space anyway. So, see you in the next video, I hope.